everybody, good evening, welcome back to the channel where it is time for my Champions League round of 16 second legs predictions. Now, honestly, these ties are so balancedly poised as the second legs continue, except one game, of course, one game which is, there's actually two games that are definitely balancedly poised for sure. Atletico Madrid lead Liverpool 1-0 in the first leg. I said 1-1 for that one, so that was wrong. Borussia Dortmund lead PSG by 2-1 in the first leg. I said 3-1 for that, so got that outcome right. Valencia. Atalanta are 4-1 up on the first leg against Valencia. I said 2-1 for that one. Tottenham Leipzig. Leipzig are 1-0 up on Spurs in the first leg. So that'll be very interesting to see how that one will finish. I said 1-1 for that, so that was wrong. Chelsea Bayern Munich. It is 3-0 to the German champions at this moment in time. I said 2-1 to Munich. I went for a wee bold one. I went for Napoli to beat Barcelona in the last one, but that's obviously 1-1 in that game. But obviously Barcelona will have the away goal, so Napoli will definitely need to score against Barcelona. So it'll be interesting for that one. Lyon lead Juventus 1-0 in the first leg as well. That was a goal from Aouar. I hope I pronounced that right. I think I probably haven't. I went for 2-0 Juventus in that one. I actually said in my last video I thought Juventus would be too strong for Lyon, but how wrong I was. And Real Madrid Manchester City, I said 3-1 to Real Madrid. It is 2-1 to Manchester City in the first leg, and obviously Sergio Ramos will be missing, but we will come to that game very later on. So the first game to predict is obviously the second leg between Red Bull Leipzig and Tottenham Hotspur. Leipzig are third in the Bundesliga. Tottenham Hotspur are 8th in the Premier League. Tottenham's form since that Leipzig game has not been good. Not been good at all. So it'll be very interesting. Whereas Leipzig continue to impress in German Bundesliga. And, you know, there's going to be very, very interesting to see how close they can actually push Bayern Munich for this game. But if I remember from the first game, Leipzig played really, really well. Very unlucky not to go away from that game with a better lead than they have. Timo Werner, obviously the match winner in the first leg. So for this game, I just can't see Tottenham going to Germany and getting a result. I really, really can't. I think Tottenham are going to be the first English club to go out at this stage this season. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to RB Leipzig. Then that would be 3-0 on aggregate for Leipzig. So we shall see what happens for that one. But I'm going for Leipzig to beat Spurs by 2-0. So we'll see what happens with that one. Valencia against Atalanta now. This is 4-1 to Atalanta in the first leg. Valencia are 7th in La Liga. Atalanta are 4th and continuing to impress in Italy as well. Very surprising, very surprised. I don't think anyone expected Valencia to lose by that margin. 4-1 it was in the end. I think they were very, very fortunate that on another day that could have been 5-1, it could have been 6-1. You know, tie would already be over. So it'd be interesting to see how well they can do, I think. Obviously, Valencia really wanted to pull back a 3-goal deficit for sure in this game. Shall be very interesting. Very, very interesting. But we'll see what happens. But, I mean, in all honesty, it's a really, really tough one to call. I do think Valencia will win on the night because, obviously, they have a very good record at the Mestalla. So I think that Valencia will probably... Actually, they don't play at the Mestalla, I don't think, anymore. But what I will say is I think Valencia will win the home leg for them. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Valencia, but it's not going to be enough because that'll be 5-3 to Atalanta on aggregate. So I'm going to go for Atalanta to go through 5-3 on aggregate, but to lose the game 2-1 to Valencia in Spain. So it should be very, very interesting. And this one is balancedly poised as the second leg kicks off. It is Liverpool against Atletico Madrid. Really, really hard one to call, this one for sure. Liverpool first in the Premier League, and Atletico Madrid are fifth in the La Liga. And obviously Atletico Madrid coming off the back of a 2-2 with Sevilla at the weekend. And again, they were pegged back again. It was a very, very interesting game, that one. Liverpool obviously coming off the back of a 2-0 win, a 2-1 win over Bournemouth. Liverpool are now 2 wins away from Premier League glory, but they would like to have the Champions League as they would like to stay in the Champions League for sure. Now, Atletico Madrid, they've got the 1-0 lead away from home. They don't really travel away from home recently, but they have scored in their last 5 Champions League games away from home, so it'll be interesting to see. So, how do I see this one going? Well, as a Liverpool fan, we were through it last season, coming back from 3-0 down to beat Barcelona 4-0. I think it's going to be something similar, but I don't think it's going to be that dramatic. I am going to go for Liverpool to win, but I think Atletico Madrid will score. Liverpool 3, Atletico Madrid 1. So that would send Liverpool through to the next round of the Champions League by 3-2 on aggregate. Could the Liverpool fans go through something like that again? I could definitely not go through anything like that again. But I think it is going to be that kind of game. I think it might be a wee bit nervy. We've not looked the best defensively at this moment in time, and I think Atletico Madrid will definitely score over at Anfield. But I'm going to go for Liverpool to win the tie, 3-2 on aggregate. So Liverpool 3. Atletico Madrid 1, but it's more hope than anything, I would say. PSG against Borussia Dortmund. Now, obviously, Dortmund leads 2-1 on aggregate at this moment in time, so a really, really hard one to call for sure. PSG, so they are first in the French Ligue 1 and running away with it. Borussia Dortmund are second, a point behind Bayern Munich. So, be very, very interesting for me. We obviously saw from the first game what a spy Haaland has been. The guy just continues to score goals, and I think he will be pivotal for Borussia Dortmund in this game. I know PSG, they struggled against Dortmund in the away leg. I think this will be a more open game. I expect both teams to attack. I think it'll be a very, very good game. Gonna go for a goal. I'm gonna go for a goals game because I think there will be goals in this game because both sides cannot defend for the life of themselves. So I'm gonna go for a 2-2 draw between PSG and Borussia Dortmund. That would send Borussia Dortmund through 4-3 on aggregate. So I'm gonna go for them to go through. So PSG 2, Borussia Dortmund 2, but that would be 4-3 on aggregate for Borussia Dortmund. Now, Juventus against Lyon at this is the next one to preview. Now, Juventus are currently in action against Inter Milan. So at this moment in time, they're sitting second under Lazio, and in fact, they've just taken the lead as well. Aaron Ramsey's just scored for Juventus. So Juventus lead Inter Milan by a 1-0. So Juventus would be first if that result stayed the same. Lyon are in action at this moment in time as well. They are 1-0 down to Lille in French Ligue 1. So they would be 7th as well. Really surprising how poor Juventus were in the first leg. They'll definitely want to bounce back as well. Lyon don't really, travel really well at all. So, obviously before the first leg started, Lyon were 11th in the Liga 1, but they seem to have climbed the table a little bit, and that's good to see. That is good to see. And they've got some good players, so I would expect Juventus to give them a really. I would expect Lyon to give Juventus a really hard game, but I just think home advantage is really, really key in this one. Lyon did really well to get a first leg lead. But I just think class of Juventus will definitely get them through the line here. I think it'll be a very tight game. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Juventus, and that would send them through 2-1 on aggregate. So it'll be very, very interesting to see. So we'll see what happens in that one for sure. And the next game is Manchester City against Real Madrid. And obviously Man City are second. Real Madrid are currently in action with Real Betis, and it is 0-0 at this moment in time. So they would be second at this moment in time if that result was to stay the same. And it's actually it's 1-1. It's 1-1 at halftime. So there we go. So Real Madrid would definitely still be second as it stands. All we can say about this game was Man City played really, really well, but they did have Kevin De Bruyne that game, and I watched the game against Real Madrid, and De Bruyne was very, very good. Obviously, Gabriel Jesus scoring as well. Obviously, Real Madrid will be without Sergio Ramos, who got his 26th red card at in the game against City. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how well they will do without Ramos as well. But obviously, Manchester City are about to relinquish their Premier League title to Liverpool. So this is their big chance now to go through in the Champions League, and I think they will. I think they will go through against Real Madrid side, who I can't really see them scoring. I think it'll be a very, very close game, but I just think City will be too strong on the night. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Manchester City, so that would be 4-1 on aggregate to Manchester City. So it'll be interesting to see that one. But I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Man City. Barcelona against Napoli now. Barcelona are currently first, and Napoli are currently sixth. Napoli obviously 1-1 with Barcelona. Obviously Napoli took the lead through Dries Mertens, but Antoine Griezmann equalised for Barcelona in that game. And obviously Arturo Vidal will be missing from this game because he basically got 2 yellow cards in the space of the same incident. So that's another bad one that he will have to miss out. So that's another one you have to say that it was a very, very bad state of affair from him. So he got sent off. But Napoli going okay in Serie A under Gennaro Gattuso. But are they capable of beating Barcelona? Hard to say, because like Barcelona are not firing on all cylinders at the moment. They only won 1-0 the weekend against Real Sociedad as well. So I'm going to go and say that Barcelona will win this one. Won't be comfortable. I think Napoli will give them a really, really good game. But Barcelona's class will show it in the end. Barcelona 2, Napoli 0. I think it'll be a very, very close game. But I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Barcelona. That would send them through 3-1 on aggregate as well. And the final game to preview for the Champions League round of 16 second legs is Bayern Munich against Chelsea. The German Bundesliga champions are obviously first. Chelsea are fourth. Chelsea have just come off the back of a 4-0 win over Everton, whereas Bayern Munich came off of a 2-0 win over Augsburg today as well. Now, Bayern Munich showed their class. Obviously, Alphonso Davies got a lot of plaudits. They are without Lewandowski, but I just think Bayern Munich will be far too strong for Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea can go out with their heads held high. They can basically go out in this game and thinking that, okay, we've not got much to lose in this game, because obviously everyone will be expecting Munich to go through. So why not just give it a go? Give it a wee go. See what you can do. See how many goals you can score as well. So I'm going to go for a very high scoring game. But it won't be enough. It won't be enough for Chelsea. Because they'd have to go through and try and get like a 3. Well, they would have to win to 0 to have any chance to go through to in this game. But I do think Bayern Munich will win this one. But I'm going to go for Bayern Munich 3, Chelsea 2. I think we'll have goals in this game. Bayern Munich 3, Chelsea 2. So that would send them through 6-2 on aggregate. So that is it. That is my Champions League round of 16 predictions done and dusted for the second legs. Let me know your predictions in the comment section below as well. You guys have been doing absolutely fantastically with the likes lately as well on the videos. My Premier League predictions had 13 likes, so that means a lot to me. It means I'm doing a good job for these videos as well, so it does mean a lot as well. So very quickly, I'll go for my predictions really quickly. So I've gone for Leipzig to win 2-0, so they will go through 3-0 in aggregate. Valencia to win 2-1 against Atalanta, but Atalanta to go through 5-3 on aggregate. Liverpool to beat Atletico Madrid by 3-1. Liverpool to go through 3-2 on aggregate. PSG Borussia Dortmund 2-2 between PSG and Borussia Dortmund. That would send Borussia Dortmund through 4-3 on aggregate. Juventus 2 Lyon 0. That would send Juventus through 2-1 on aggregate. Manchester City 2 Real Madrid 0. That would send them through 4-1 on aggregate. Barcelona to beat Napoli 2-0. That would send them through 3-1 on aggregate. And Bayern Munich to beat Chelsea by 3-2. That would send them through 6-2 on aggregate. So that is it. That is the Champions League round of 16 done and dusted. And we'll look forward to the next round of games. Hopefully Liverpool will make it. Fingers crossed. Shall be very interesting. But enjoy the Champions League. I'm pretty sure there'll be some good games to watch for sure. And we'll see what happens. But anyway, if you are new around here, then please hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notifications bell for every upload that comes up there as well. Smash a like on this video. Leave your predictions in the comment section below. Let me know who you think will go through. Let me know if you agree with my predictions. And let me know if you disagree as well. But we'll see what happens. And enjoy the Champions League. All these games are live on BT Sport. Should be very good. And I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers. Bye bye.